Goose, Kelly, and Thick.
Listen to them. Listen to them.
Your morning blitz begins now.
It's Thursday, and it is much colder than it has been. I got up and I went to take Birdie out, as I do every morning before I leave. And I walked out in just this, in my hoodie, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, time out. This ain't the last two mornings. What happened?
We're at 34, which is 33 degrees colder than it was 24 hours ago.
Okay, yeah. High of only 45 today. We do warm up slightly leading into the weekend. Sunday, we're back to 71, but then we could get flurries on Tuesday, so we're right in that window of just up, down, until we officially hit the spring. Wait, by the way, I do want to put this out there. If you live in a kind of denser community, meaning like a condo or townhouse association where everything is, tightly packed, or you get things close together, on weather days like yesterday, if your trash day falls on weather day, take your trash cans back in, because all I heard all night, I got almost no sleep last night, because all I heard was dunk, dunk, dunk. Because it wasn't windy enough to actually blow garbage cans down the road, but it was enough. The lids! The effing lids! All night!
That is so annoying.
Oh, my God. I actually got up out of bed to take ours in, because I thought it was ours, and it wasn't. And then it was just like, oh, so if you live in one of take your garbage cans in, please. People need their sleep. I don't need a percussion session outside my window. How are you, Kelly?
Good. I'm jamming through the Love is Blind reunion show at 1.5 speed.
Oh, okay.
So I've got about 10 minutes left in it.
Drama,
it was good. Like I said, I've never seen the show before. This was my first season to ever watch. I was very pleased with everything that happened.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is it the last season you will ever watch?
I don't think I'll watch again. I only watched because it was Ohio
right.
people.
Of course, yeah.
So, it was a little bit of a time commitment. But if you do watch it at a faster speed, it goes more quickly.
Are you, did we learn some stuff? Or
yeah.
Okay.
There's stuff, the rumors are all out there.
Yep.
But the actual reality of what happened between certain couples was explained. And let me tell you about Nick Lachey as a host. He is so good.
Really? Okay. He's been doing it a while.
I know it's season 10, so
right.
I'm a little
got a little
game.
experience under his belt.
But he and his wife Vanessa, she's great too. But he is an excellent host.
Is that Vanessa Hudgens? Is that his wife?
Oh, I don't know.
No. Vanessa
Lachey.
No. Well, yeah. Thank you for clearing that up,
You're
Kelly.
welcome.
So on top of it all the time. Thick, how are you, man?
I'm good. Yeah, we finished the final episode of the regular episode 12.
Okay.
Is it 12? 12 episodes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, I didn't know what was going on yesterday, Kelly. You said it was available at 12:30 because it was on at 9 o'clock last night, so we weren't up.
Netflix dropped it at 9 last night, but Netflix Tadam.com had a viewing party at 12:30 yesterday afternoon. You just had to register for it.
I have no idea.
And then you got early access.
So is it like everyone was watching at the same time?
Yeah, and a bunch of people commenting.
Oh, did they have like a chat room going?
You can't even follow the chat.
Oh,
There's
I bet.
so
Too
many
fast.
people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, fortunately, this was the only time I will ever watch this show.
Yeah, same.
Again. I can't.
I won't.
Well, are you going to invest in the finale though?
Oh, I'm this far in. You
you have to watch it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch it as soon as Heather gets done working
today.
today.
The only thing you won't like is that a couple that you don't know because they weren't actually in the show this season, but they were part of the casting call and the people
reunion.
who were in the pods.
Oh, okay.
All right, people you don't know. You've never seen them a day in your life. They go through and interview these people. I'm like, why do I care about these randos?
Because their storylines weren't good enough for viewing, so they just cut them out of the show, basically, edit them out.
So it's just forward, forward.
That's stuff I will fast forward through. But, we quit after episode 3 until, like I said, we found out that one of the guys from the show may be coming in studio with us. And I'm like, okay, well, now I have to watch so I know,
what's
things
going
about
down.
this person.
Yeah.
And, it's just, so much cheese. I'm just not a fan of cheesy stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a reality fan TV, so it's very difficult to get
much of it But
how many times you hear, "Oh, I love that."
Oh,
I
God.
love that. Or
just all of that.
In this experiment, blah blah. So shut up.
Yeah,
just brutal, man.
Yep.
It is. But it is what it is. I mean,
coming up, we have got a very busy show this morning, including visiting one of our favorite websites, F My Life, coming up here in just over an hour. You guys have a quiz coming up later, shortly after FML, that I want to give you. Yep. We also want to talk about gifts for wedding number 2. We were already kind of in the conversation, but then I saw someone else talk about this online, and I was like, I got to bring this up, and how that works for gifts for wedding number 2. And a very important online question that has been put out there. How tall is a leprechaun? There's a debate going on right now.
Really?
Yeah. There's a heated debate going on right now. So that'll be coming up at 8:05. Right now, let's get started with Blitz Morning Trivia.
All right, $25 available to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer. So the NFL loves to just keep putting games all over the place on television for us.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah, they are looking at expanding the holiday schedule once again, adding another day. So the NFL is considering adding a game on what day as part of their expansion of the holiday schedule. Be the first one to text it in at 800-821-9970, and you'll win the gift card.
All right, let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, the question was the NFL is considering adding another holiday game on what day? And, they've now got 3 games on Christmas Day now have been added. In 2023, they added the Black Friday game. And so now this week is going to be the greatest football week ever, because now they're going to add a game on Thanksgiving Eve. So we'll get a game on Thanksgiving Eve, 3 games.
Have they made it official?
Well, it's going to happen.
Okay.
And it could happen this coming season, they said. So that'll give us a game on Thanksgiving Eve, 3 on Thanksgiving Day. The day after Thanksgiving, we get a game. Then we get OSU Michigan on Saturday, and then the rest of the NFL weekend on Sunday.
Yeah.
What a fantastic week.
And I bet players would be happy because they would fly home that night and they can be with their families on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Instead of being playing on Thanksgiving Day.
I know Amon-Ra St. Brown did not like playing on Thanksgiving or Christmas. So, I don't know. You pay me that kind of money to play football, I don't care what day.
That is true.
But Kristen Calvert from Canal Winchester, first one to text in. She's got the $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
Yeah, we've all worked many holidays for a lot less pay.
Oh my God.
You know what? Pay me a couple mil or whatever it is. I'll work on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes.
Both days. I'm a little reluctant to share this story only because every time they have one of these, get all excited, and then you go and you're like, oh, wait, everyone knows about this, so I have to wait a half hour or 45 minutes to even get my food. But for my fellow body art connoisseurs, which neither of you are a part. Wait, do you have tattoos, Thick?
No, I don't have any.
Kelly, little tramp stamp down there?
Nothing.
No? Nothing?
I avoided that trend.
You did?
Yeah.
You got a tramp stamp?
I do not.
Oh.
I have a buddy that does. I have a buddy in Colorado that has a tramp stamp.
What is the tattoo?
What is it?
Live, laugh, love.
No, I can't remember what he got.
Mom.
Yeah. I think it just says, come on. I don't know. Anyways, I bring this up because Chipotle is doing something tomorrow for all of my body art connoisseurs, because I guess for whatever reason, Chipotle decided to change their bags. So now if you go in and get a to-go order, you're going to get that Chipotle brown bag. But the brown bag now has all of like these cheesy... If you've ever been to a tattoo shop and you open up the booklet, like the $25 tattoo, the heart with the barbed wire around it, or the, like you said, the mom tattoo, right, or the flaming dice, all those cheesy tattoos. They're all over the bags. I don't know why they're celebrating, but they are. So if you have tattoos, you can go to Chipotle tomorrow between 3 and 4 and get a BOGO deal. So go ahead and get yourself a buy one, get one free.
Nice.
When it comes to Chipotle. Now, here's the thing. If you don't have body art, do not fret. They are not discriminating against you, because you can head on out and get yourself a temporary tattoo and just apply a little water and put the temporary tattoo on you.
No
way. Or if you don't even want to go through that much trouble, grab yourself a pen and just write on your arm because they're taking handwritten tattoos as well.
Counts?
That counts. Basically, they want everyone to come to Chipotle to get the BOGO.
The green cross on my finger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, homemade.
Little Sharpie or a little washable marker.
Love, hate.
What I would do.
On the knuckles.
Ozzy.
Yes. What I would do is you could turn this into a family affair because you get some like washable markers or something and you get your kids to just draw all over each other. And then take them to Chipotle, get your BOGO, and then at bath time, it all washes off.
I love it.
But you don't think kids would love drawing on each other or themselves?
Yeah.
Here, Junior, go ahead. Right, draw whatever you want. Oh, I wonder if what I would like to do is find the guy who passed out at the frat house.
Yeah.
Who recently got the D&B drawn on his face.
Right.
And sent him into Chipotle.
Yeah, it counts.
It does count. So, if you want to head in, it goes down from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow. If you're tatted like a Chipotle bag is what they're calling it, you can get yourself a little BOGO. So just know you're going to be waiting in line. Because I did this last time they did a BOGO deal, and the line was wrapped like around the Chipotle.
Did you wait?
It did. Because it was our only dinner plan. We literally did not go shopping.
Right.
It was like, we know what we're doing for dinner.
Yeah.
We're feeding all four of us for the price of two. Yeah. I'm going to Chipotle. Yeah. All right, I'll see you in about 97 minutes because that's how long the line is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doug says he'll get a Block O tramp stamp if you get a Block M.
Well, I would if I didn't already have one.
Tramp stamp?
No, a Block M.
Oh, I know.
A tramp stamp's too girly. Don't do that.
Besides, I don't want to shave off my soul patch. I'm a very hairless man. Like, you can count the hair on my chest, but I do have a little tiny soul patch right above my butt crack.
Oh, yeah, you got to keep that.
Yeah, I love my little soul patch. So I don't want to shave that. You have to shave it off if you're going to get a tattoo, and I don't want to shave it off. Not to mention how much hair itches when it comes back, so it's going to look like I'm just scratching my ass crack for days on end.
Would you shave a little tiny bit of it and then have the tattoo of the little guy pushing the lawnmower over your soul patch?
I saw someone do that at the back of their head because they had the Jean-Luc Picard. They had the wraparound, and they put a little guy on top mowing the lawn.
Oh my god!
Yep. I do want to get a tattoo of a camel right on the bottom of my big toe.
Yeah. Oh.
So I can always show everyone my camel toe. Love to do that. So check out Chipotle tomorrow from 3 to 4 p.m.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Kelly, you do yoga at all?
Well, I always want to do yoga,
Me
and then
too.
I do it one time, and I'm so bored, I give it up for another year.
Me too.
Is that what happens to you too?
Yes,
Yeah.
I really. This will now be the third year in a row, right about the February-March timeline, where I'm like, I really want to do yoga to work on my flexing and flexibility and stretching.
Same.
One, for my old man back and joints, but two, to help with golf. To really be able to swing through the ball and do all the things. I'm always like, I really just want to do it. And then I'm like, basically falling asleep while I'm laying there trying to stretch.
Right.
Have you seen, they have now taken yoga to the next level. If you really want to get involved, you can do yoga in the park. Or if you want to step up from there, you can do puppy yoga.
I love that. Puppy yoga,
where
baby goat yoga.
Baby goat yoga, where they jump on your back while you're in downward dog.
I could do that. I think that would make it better.
Well, they have taken the next step. If you want to do this, they now have snake yoga.
Oh, now I'm out again.
Me too.
Now you got my attention.
Yeah, this is now. I have no desire. It's a reptile shop called Hiss. And they are now doing yoga inside their pet shop.
The snakes just crawling around?
Well, they do have staff, as they say in the article. The instructors lead the class, while the staff of the reptile shop carefully handle the reptiles because they are mostly pythons and boa constrictors.
Yeah.
What in the actual F?
Well, because
they
don't have venom. They're not going to...
They'll squeeze you.
Yeah, boa constrictor?
Well, okay. Yeah, but I bet they're 4 feet long. I'm sure the python's a ball python, which only gets about 4 feet long. It's not going to hurt you.
Well, head on over to Portland, Oregon there, Thick, because I am not doing this.
Never.
Now, some people like Thick, are doing it because they love snakes. They've got no problem with snakes. Other people are going to say they come face to face with their fears. So,
okay.
I mean, I can see that. I've known many of people to go skydiving and such just to face their fears head on.
Let me just be clear about this. I never want to face my fears.
My fears are there for a reason.
Yeah.
They keep me alive.
That's right.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people say they end up loving the feeling. One student even compared it to like being in a weighted blanket.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, thank you. Oh, they have a picture. This lady's laying there, and this snake is coming across her face and her eyes. I have zero desire for that whatsoever.
Look how little that snake is.
So will this expand outside of Portland, Oregon? If you're a yoga fan, or if you own a yoga studio here in town, maybe you want to get together with a reptile shop and you can start offering snake yoga. No, thank you. Story number 2, we have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? A man visited a local strip club. Roberto Maldonado decided to visit Rain Gentlemen's Club in Clearwater and did what a lot of people do when they go to the strip club. He found himself a little lady that he liked, and he wanted to get himself a dance or two. In fact, a dance or two turned into 15 private dances. And let me tell you, if you've never been to a strip club before, if you want a lady to shake her little thing right in front of you, you can normally give her a couple bucks. If you want to walk up to the stage and watch the young lady perform on said stage and pole, you can, throw her a couple bucks. However, yeah, you can make it rain. However, if you want to go back and get yourself a private dance, that's a little more costly. At this particular location, the dances cost $40 a piece, plus an additional $50 review fee.
Review fee? What is that?
I don't know.
What?
It's kind of like administrative costs.
I guess so. Let me review before we walk in. Make sure there's no bumps or sores. What are you reviewing? I don't understand.
It's the convenience fee.
Yeah. So, anyways, between the 15 dances, the $40 a piece per dance, and the additional $50 review fee, his tab was $650.
Jeez.
Well, upon completion of all the lap dances, he refused to pay the stripper's total bill, instead offering up $50 for the dances. Of course, they weren't happy about that. Police were called around 1:15 in the morning, and the police officer explained to Maldonado that, look, you got to pay your tab. This man was obviously intoxicated, according to the police report, spoke incoherently, and was speaking in circles. He refused to make any effort to pay for the lap dances, and that's why he was arrested and booked into county jail, where he spent the night being ordered to, or released on his own reconnaissance. Now, a judge did order him to stay away from Rain and other bars and clubs. He is not allowed to go to strip clubs anymore, and he will be going through, alcohol testing, and he is prohibited from using drugs and has to go through all the screening. Yeah, here's the thing. I did not know this. They do consider this theft, obviously.
Okay. Stole a dance.
They stole a dance. They stole a lap dance, which also they categorize as shoplifting. But I guess in Florida, this happens so often that they have their own statute, and it's called lap lifting.
You stole a lap dance.
You stole a lap dance. So it's lap dancing and it's shoplifting. They actually have a law on the books called lap lifting because it happens so often in Florida.
It feels like what happens when you're watching the dance, the lap lifting.
That would be gene lifting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can just,
I didn't know you could run a tab and put dances on your tab.
I didn't. I thought you usually, like, you want to get, okay, we're going to pay for 3. Like, you paid a little bit ahead. Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the last time I got an actual, like, private dance.
Lap dance?
Yeah. Well, a lap dance at the table.
Yeah. That's in front of everybody.
A dollar dance. You throw, little bit different than people at a wedding having a dollar dance.
It's different than the champagne room.
Different than the champagne room.
What happens in the champagne room?
No
really?
sex. No sex.
No sex in the champagne room.
But for real.
For real, there's no sex in the champagne.
Is there a room
dances.
further in, past the champagne room?
Oh, I don't know.
Depending on which,
it might be.
Depending on which club you go to.
Yeah.
Because they haven't been caught yet.
You. If you're willing to pay more than the $40 for the lap dance, there have been times it can go a little further.
Okay.
That's for certain. There you go. That's your not so breaking news. Allegedly. I do not know. Yeah. I have heard plenty of stories of things that have happened in the champagne room. How much long? I mean, this is kind of morbid, but how much longer you think we're going to enjoy entertainment from Harrison Ford?
Oh, well, he isn't shrinking, and he's excellent in that.
I've heard that's a really good show.
It is. He's really good in it. But I don't know. He's in his 80s?
Yeah, he's up there.
I mean, if he sells his likeness to AI, then we'll see him forever.
Well, there's that, too. He was just on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and Jimmy Kimmel had a because Harrison Ford's been doing it for a long, long time. How many films? Oh, to the Googles. How many films has Harrison Ford been in? Over 40 feature films in his career. For some reason, I thought it'd be more. I don't know why. But he was on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and Jimmy Kimmel had a very specific question for him.
Here's a question. Maybe you remember this. Have you ever made love to the soundtrack of one of your films? Baby witness?
Of course I am.
I mean, good for you, sir. Good for you.
It's a dumb catch. You're right.
And if you remember, it was just a couple days ago, someone had put out a list of the best baby making songs, and it was a list filled with like 90s R&B and 80s R&B type stuff.
Yeah,
which was great. But what if you wanted to get more specific, and you're looking for just a movie soundtrack? Forget a song or a mixtape you made of some good R&B baby making music. What about a soundtrack? What soundtrack would be really good to get it onto? Vic, do you have one?
Oh, without a doubt, New Jack City.
Okay, yeah. They've got some great baby making music in New Jack City.
The master of those songs, obviously, is Keith Sweat.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Color Me Bad's on that soundtrack too, aren't they?
And that is probably
that's the
main
jam. Yeah. That's where Nico's watching her dance on the table.
Yeah, you know that movie well, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
But then you got I'm Dreaming by Christopher. I'm Dreaming by Christopher Williams. Remember Johnny Gill?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm Still Waiting. You got Facts of Life by Danny Madden. I mean, it's just loaded.
Who was the guy that played Ice-T's partner in that movie? Wasn't he on 21 Jump Street or something?
Oh, no.
Or is that Judd Nelson? That's Judd Nelson. Yeah.
Judd Nelson.
I knew it clicked. Kelly, is there a movie soundtrack you can think of?
I mean, I'm going to go a whole different route, all right? I love Danny Elfman scored movies.
Yes.
All right? And I'm going to say my favorite is Edward Scissorhands. So that is probably the soundtrack.
Wait.
Is there a song?
No, Danny Elfman is nothing but
amazing.
He's a composer.
Right, okay.
So she just wants the music. Music.
Start it right at track one.
You just want classical music.
But but just of all the movies that you're thinking about,
Kelly's like Beethoven's Fifth.
No, I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about the Edward Scissorhands. Yeah. That's the last thing I want to think about if I'm trying to get home.
It's one of her all-time favorite movies.
I mean, come on, you're ready to get it on, and all of a sudden, that's not good. Mine. Oh, I'm going a little old school. In fact, I'm going a little bit more old school than you, Thick. Great love-making soundtrack. I mean, if you've got... Although the title, actually, now that I think about it, is pretty bad. If you got Cry Little Sister on there, that's actually the worst name for a song ever when it comes to love-making. But the song itself...
stop. We don't need the actions over here.
Oh, he's making us look at his face. While he's like,
the movement. What are you doing to us, man?
No, I'm embarrassed.
We would just listen to the song. We get it.
No! That's not how storytelling is done.
It's the radio.
It's all the elements that need to come together. Because, now you're talking a little goth, a little vampire. You want a little nibble in there?
Right. I get it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with like a little involvement of a silk handkerchief. Well, that's when you hit it. You hit the high notes. Yeah. And then, but here's the best thing about this soundtrack is not only do you have this little slow groove going on, then you pick up the pace.
Did you say the movie? Just in case anybody.
Oh, Lost Boys. Lost Boys, of course. And this is what you do. You hit it with the sax. Yeah, that's that long stroke.
I tell you
right
what,
there.
This song in particular in the movie sure put Star in the mood.
Yes,
she was moving her hip for us. She was all about it.
And then you can get
up there sweating.
Circular hip motion. Turn it up. What are you doing?
Not watching you. That's what I'm not doing.
See, this is the best part about this song. You have a choice because you can hit it on the snare, or you can wait as you're getting the motion going.
Kelly, make me stop.
Hitting it on the beat, and then you change it up.
It would have been done like minutes ago.
It'd have been that first sax hit. I'd have been done, and then you change it up. Hit it to the sax.
Oh, yeah?
Is that what you do? And so when you miss the note like that, and for real, do you really stop?
I do. I stop and reset. Yeah. I didn't say I had any real rhythm. I'm all off beat, but at least I'm hitting it. That's all I'm saying. 800-821-9970. Best movie soundtrack. That's what you do. Wait, go back to the sax real quick. Wait, no, here it comes. This is what you do. When the sax comes on, that's how you treat her nipples.
Are we done?
Okay, we're done.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Ohio State University today will announce its next president following Ted Carter's abrupt resignation. Sources say Executive Vice President and Ohio State Provost Ravi Bellamkonda will be named president. He will replace Carter, who resigned after disclosing an inappropriate relationship with someone seeking public resources for their private business. Speaking of which, Jobs Ohio says it's looking to recover $60,000 paid to podcast host Chrysanthi Vlachos, who's been linked to the resignation of Ted Carter. Jobs Ohio says it paid $15,000 each to sponsor 4 episodes of the Call Out podcast hosted by Vlachos. Only 1 episode was recorded because of scheduling issues. And that 1 episode has been removed. So they're like, well, we didn't do 3 of them, and you've removed the one we did do, so give us all our money back.
That money is gone.
Yeah. Jobs Ohio says it is reviewing clawback options in the contract. So they may have a case against her. I don't know if $60,000 has been spent or what, but we'll see. Anyway, I feel like there's so many more details about this relationship that we don't know, but we still don't know. Former Buckeye linebacker Darren Lee, who is charged with the first-degree murder of his girlfriend Gabrielle Perpetuo, asked ChatGPT to help him with an alibi before he called 911, and that is according to Tennessee prosecutors. They say that Lee spent 2 days messaging ChatGPT dozens of times before he called 911. He allegedly described in detail what he did to Perpetuo and asked how to cover it up. In one message that was read in court this week, he allegedly wrote, quote, "I wake up and she has 2 swollen eyes. I didn't do anything, self-inflicted. She stabbed herself, split her eye." And according to prosecutors, the chatbot replied, quote, "Here's what to say without framing it as police trouble." Police say body camera video then shows Lee telling deputies that he found her unconscious on the couch and thinks that she may have fallen in the shower. So I guess that's what he landed on. As I don't know. But,
that's your story? That's what you're sticking with?
I guess.
Okay.
He is being held without bond. But
wow.
That is a level of, I don't know what to call it, when you describe in detail what happened and ask ChatGPT to cover it up for you, allegedly. Thanks for handing prosecutors their case, I guess.
Yeah, that's not gonna fare well for you.
It doesn't seem like it will.
Not to mention, nowadays, looking at like search history, Google history, ChatGPT, that's all part of an investigation now.
How do you not know that?
So they're going to look at that.
All right, well, those are your 3 things.
Okay. All right, we've got a couple stories of people doing some amazing things with their body, and our first story takes us over to England because if you've never seen this before, there is an annual tradition over there. It's the United Kingdom wife carrying race. Have you seen this before, Kelly?
I have.
These are the men and women, the husband and wives that get together, and the wife jumps on the husband's back, and they go running through this course, which is 415 yards long. 4 football fields of carrying your woman. And they've got, like, hills and hay bales you have to crawl over, or should say step over. They've got people throwing buckets of water on you. And I guess through the years, they've learned the best way to do so is basically your wife will be on your back, except it's her kind of hips/thighs that are resting on your shoulder and not in the way that most men hope. It's actually backwards, so their feet are sticking straight out. And then so their stomach and chest is against your back, and basically their face is nose deep in your booty hole.
So like a sack of potatoes back there.
Yeah. And then they go running through the course. They have found the most efficient way. Well, congratulations to this Finnish couple because they finished first. Timu and Jada, the Flying Finns was their team name. They came in first for the grand prize, which is a barrel of locally produced ale.
Ooh.
So they got to take home a keg.
That's fun.
Basically, for carrying your wife 415 yards. Does it have a time? I wish I could see how long it took them. Oh, I did not know this rule. Your wife must weigh at least 110 pounds.
What?
So, I'm sorry, you and Charlie are out, Kelly. You cannot participate in the race. I'm not I can't run 415 yards, so
I couldn't run it with carrying nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to be able to complete this race. No. But congratulations to the Finnish couple for finishing first. Story number 2 also takes place overseas in the UK, where 50-year-old John Stevenson just set a world record because this man, who is a kickboxer and martial arts enthusiast, decided, you know what I want to do? I want to pull a car with my junk.
What?
Yep. That's exactly what he did. He has set the world record for pulling a car, a 2-ton, looks like a, kind of it's a Leon vehicle, but it kind of looks like almost like a Honda Civic, basically, and he pulled it 50 meters, tying it to his nether region.
These nuts.
So is it in neutral so you can just like get it moving?
Yes.
And then the only thing is the initial tug?
Yep. So basically he's backing it up. He's walking backwards, pulling said car, which is, like I said, he didn't reveal any of his real secrets. Sadly, they don't have video of this.
Sadly.
But basically, toe straps attached to the front of the car, and apparently a silk rag was attached to the toe straps, which was then attached to him. But it doesn't say, did he wrap the whole thing?
Had
did he
to.
just wrap the shaft?
Oh.
Did he push all the way up to the grundle so he got everything in there? There's no way of knowing because he didn't reveal his secrets.
Like, I'm trying to figure out who he's trying to impress. Because it isn't a woman. Because we're not into stuff like that.
His wife is the one who videotaped all of this.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
He has a wife?
He does have a wife. Now, he did this apparently to raise awareness for men's mental health issues.
Okay, so you are mentally unwell. That explains it.
I'm trying to think, like, you're trying to bring awareness because you have mental health issues?
Yeah, see what my mental health issues did to me? Now I have my wiener strapped to this Honda Civic.
I want to use this to encourage people to look after themselves, he says. Don't be afraid to pick up the phone and ask for help if you think you need it. A lot of men don't, and they feel like they've got an ego to maintain. They don't talk, and they let their problems get the better of them. I always say men who talk can heal. I understand. I just don't know what that has to do with pulling a 2-ton car with your junk. I don't understand. TV cameras were there. Guinness Book of World Records was there. And he is now, okay, so it says he tied it around his testes before he began the pull.
Oh, my gosh. So he pulled it with his balls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's worse.
Is he a kickboxer?
He's a kickboxer, yeah.
Isn't that kind of gentle? Like, you got to be gentle down there?
You would think.
You
would think. That's going to be one hell of a case of summer long balls. If he's towing a car, come on.
Ready?
Ready. Oh, please, God, be careful.
Come undone.
Oh, my God. He's doing it.
That's it. Stop the car.
Oh, my God.
Was that the wife?
Yeah.
Because she sounds like she's like 60. How old was this guy?
This guy's 50. Yeah, he's definitely older.
What? So you're done using it, is what you're saying? You're done using your junk down there or something?
I'm unclear whether or not this was before or after the car pull.
Ready?
Ready.
Listen to the wife.
Come undone.
Oh, my God. He's doing it.
That's it. Stop the car.
I'm thinking that's the activity after the car pull.
Oh, gosh.
Can there be any activity after the car pull?
I don't know. I attempted this one time. That's just because I wanted it longer. So I was just trying to stretch it out. I figured if I could just yank it, then it would work. Anyways, good for you, sir, on your accomplishment and your new world record in the Guinness Book. It's a Thursday, which means we have to visit one of our favorite websites, F My Life, which is where people jump online and admit all the things that are going wrong in their life so you can feel better about yours. Like this person who admits, today I had some soup that my dad made. Took one sip and found he had put tons of hot sauce in it. I rushed a drink from a soda can sitting on the counter only to find out that my mom had used it as an ashtray the night before. I can still taste the hot sauce and the ash.
Oh, I've been there.
Oh, we've all been there.
I grew up in a smoking household, and my dad worked for 7-Up, so we always had empty 7-Up cans and pop cans around that were always used as little ashtrays.
Ever been to like a house party or a frat party? Yeah, it's happened.
Man, you can taste it.
You have grabbed the wrong can or the wrong glass.
Yes.
Today, my parents happily announced that they're getting remarried. They divorced because of the strain brought on by me nearly dying in a car accident. So basically, they put us through all that stuff, including me blaming myself for everything for nothing. Because they're getting remarried anyways. My parents got remarried. My parents got divorced and then remarried.
I have a friend who she and her husband divorced, and then about a year later, they got back together and got remarried.
Yeah, we made a mistake.
Mine wasn't for love. Mine was purely for financial reasons.
Hey, well, whatever it takes.
Yeah, they found out they could, have more money together than apart.
Well, yeah, that's how.
This person admits today, after spending the past 4 years asking both my husband and my father-in-law to salt our sidewalk, I slipped on the ice. I hit my head on the concrete stairs, and while holding ice on my head, my father-in-law patted me and said, "I'll go get some salt." Oh. You think? This person says, today I'm prepping to go through my second divorce, all because I don't want kids. Both of them agreed to no kids when we were dating, and then they changed their mind.
Ah.
That's kind of unfair. Yeah. Unfair and unfortunate.
Yeah.
Today, my boyfriend told me that he lost his feelings for me and is breaking up with me. He also told me that he'll be glad to contribute to raising our son, who I gave birth to 3 months ago.
Oh, you'll be glad to do that,
yeah,
will
thanks
ya?
for doing that. To rub salt in the wound, he announced on Facebook as in a relationship with his coworker 12 hours later.
There you go.
Yeah. You know what was going on there. This person admits, today I had to go to the clinic for a physical. The nurse asked me for a pee sample. However, I had no pee to give. After 20 minutes of standing at the stall, I was able to finally squeeze out half a cup. As I approached the sink to cover the sample, I somehow managed to drop it all over myself.
Oh, no.
Gosh.
I had a friend who worked in a clinic that did samples. They collected samples for different things and tripped and fell and had like 2/3 of a shelf fall all over her.
Oh, no.
And this wasn't just pee samples.
Oh, no.
This person admits, today at work, someone heard me throw up. I then got called aside and told being hungover at work is unacceptable. I don't drink. I'm pregnant.
Oops.
And finally, this person admits, today my mother was transferred from the hospital to a long-term care facility. Nobody I talked to at the hospital knows what facility they sent her to.
What? Wow.
Wait a minute. Don't you think there should be a record of that somewhere? Someone should have some idea of where they sent your mother? Like, what do you do? You just start calling all of the long-term facilities, start calling all the ambulance transport services.
That is insane.
Cannot imagine. Yeah, we have no idea where your mom is. Oops.
But here's a bill.
Yeah, that's for sure coming in the mail. That's F My Life. If you're bored at work today, make sure you kill some time on that website. All right, another day and another moment to talk about ChatGPT. It seems like every single day something's coming up about OpenAI or ChatGPT and the way it is affecting us and how we're using it. And, this is not good. Not good because people, I know we're only in the beginnings of March, but come the end of the year, AI offloading might be the word of the year, or at least something that's added to the dictionary. Because you know how at the end of every year, November, December, Webster and all those people, Merriam, they all pick the word of the year or the words that are now going in the dictionary. And AI offloading might be the new thing, because apparently students nowadays, a lot of high school and college age students are participating in AI offloading. That's where they openly basically journal with AI because they don't know how to fully express themselves, so they may give AI a couple of tidbits to let AI actually write something for them. And this isn't like, for a research paper. This isn't like cheating on your college exam. This is like emotional type stuff. Because one college student recently admitted to writing a text after a blind date. He wanted to talk to the woman after the blind date, but didn't know exactly how to express himself. So he went to ChatGPT, and it kicked out 6 paragraphs of a carefully worded text to this woman.
6 paragraphs?
Yeah. Which is kind of strange after a first blind date.
You got to edit that bad boy down to a couple sentences.
Especially in a text.
Yeah. Well, he did send it, but apparently his date and her friends who saw it knew something was up. So they ran it through an AI detector, and it came back as 99% AI, and he did admit it. He said, I tried to write my own thoughts down, but I wasn't sure how to format it, that it wasn't, bad. So I went to ChatGPT. And here's the thing. Researchers saying it's becoming much more common, and the process is called social offloading or AI offloading. And of course, experts are stepping up saying you can't rely on AI for emotional conversations. It's already getting bad enough that how we used to go and research the encyclopedia or go through the Dewey Decimal System to find the one book we need to cite for our research paper. And now they're using ChatGPT to basically write papers. Now they're using it for emotional type things, which is just a step in the wrong direction. If we're already using it to ease the learning process of research, and now we're using it to ease the emotional connection with people.
It's just another step in our brains turning to Jell-O.
That's exactly it.
Yep.
That's exactly it. They say that this continued process can make having real human connection even more difficult. So, if you're thinking about it, don't. Even if you write the text to the man or woman you're interested in and it goes horribly wrong, great! That's a learning experience.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect on the first time. Your first couple of dates, when you start dating, are not going to go well. You learn how to communicate with the opposite sex or the same sex, depending on what you're into.
Also, no one wants 6 paragraphs texted.
Yeah,
okay?
no one wants 6
Exactly.
paragraphs.
That's the biggest thing.
No, yeah. That was more of a turnoff than using AI, was the 6 paragraphs after the first stop there. So, yeah, be real careful with this AI offloading or social offloading. It's got to come from the actual heart,
right? Not
from the Chat GPT heart. 997 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, congratulations to St. Albans Township, the very first township in Licking County to ban data centers. At a public hearing on a proposed ban this week, Township Trustee Mike Washington called the hearing to order. There were about 25 people there. He read the resolution that would impose a ban on data centers and then said, now's your time to comment if you don't like the idea. Nobody spoke. Nobody stood up. So he called for a vote. He and his 2 fellow trustees voted unanimously to ban data centers. The meeting lasted 7 minutes and everybody applauded afterwards. They were all in agreement. No, nobody wants this.
I wish all government-esque meetings were like this.
Yeah.
Do we need it? No? Yes?
No.
Vote? Good. We're out.
Yeah, 7 minutes. That's it.
Everybody go home.
Yeah, so that's very nice. Congrats to St. Albans Township for representing the will of your 2,600 residents and that gorgeous farmland in western Licking County. So well done. Steve Tisch and his siblings are giving up co-ownership of the New York Giants after he turned up in the Epstein files. 77-year-old Tisch was outed for a series of emails that show Epstein introduced him to at least 4 women. In some of the emails, Epstein and Tisch discussed women in crude terms, and after Tisch connected with one of the women, Epstein emailed this, quote, "Report just in, you did very well, and she wants to go to the play. She's a little freaked out by the age difference, but go slow. I'll try to convince her not to return to Ukraine." Having her crying worked.
Ugh.
That is disgusting. So anyway, Tisch and his brother and sister are asking the NFL to allow them to transfer their 23% stake in the Giants to their children. So, I mean, obviously he's not really giving up anything.
Right.
The Mara family is the team's other majority shareholder, and the Koch family bought a 10% stake in the team last year. But anyway, that's how that's shaping up for Steve Tisch. Basically nothing. But you're gross, and we all know it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a reputation bummer for you.
I don't think his kids should be able to take it over.
Yeah, it feels...
I mean, do you blame the kids for the parents' indiscretions?
Also, he has a brother and sister, and their kids are getting part of it, too. So it's like, do you just cut Steve Tisch's kids out of it?
But do you
punish them for his mistakes?
That's a tough one.
That's a toughie.
Do you punish kids for the sins of the father?
Right, yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne's son, Jack, and his wife... Ari have announced the arrival of their second baby together. And what did they name her? Ozzy Matilda Osbourne. This is Jack's 5th daughter. He has 5 girls.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He has 3 daughters with his ex-wife and then 2 with his current wife. He says his dad knew about the pregnancy before he passed away last year, and her name is obviously a tribute to his father. I thought that was very nice. I think that's a sweet name for a little girl, Ozzy Matilda.
I like it.
I like it too. All right, those are your 3 names.
All right, dumb debate time as I saw this pop up because a company is on Facebook and they've got a promotion coming up, as a lot of places do, as we get ready for the next holiday we're all going to celebrate. St. Patrick's Day, of course. Kelly, how are you celebrating St. Patrick's Day?
Well, I don't know. I'll probably throw on a little green.
Okay.
That's about it. I am Irish by, what do you call it?
Marriage?
descent.
By descent, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
You got a little Irish blood running through you?
Never been to Ireland, but Kelly Jean Quinn is my given name.
That's pretty Irish.
Pretty Irish.
That is pretty Irish, yeah. You're not going to be enjoying any green beer?
I don't
brats
think so.
And sauerkraut?
No, I probably won't be in the vicinity of any of that. But,
Thank you. Going to be celebrating?
No. It's a weekday.
I mean, it is a Tuesday.
It's just, a
little more difficult.
Been there, done that.
I mean, this weekend, I'm sure you'll see a lot of locations doing some sort of St. Patrick's Day party. Well, I bring it up because this company on Facebook is looking for a leprechaun for their St. Patrick's Day promotion. However, in it, they state they need a really short man to play a leprechaun. And the potential leprechaun that volunteered is 5 foot tall. And not everyone's exactly thrilled about that.
That's too tall.
See, okay, you just made a face.
That's too tall.
It's too tall.
Yeah.
All right, today's dumb debate, 800-821-9970. Give us a call, shoot us a text. How tall is a leprechaun?
3 feet.
3 feet.
Maybe. 3 feet.
Okay.
Tops.
3 feet.
Unless you're an extra tall leprechaun, maybe 3.5. I don't
If you're a giant in the leprechaun world,
it might be
3.5 feet. 800-821-9970.
What do you think, Kelly?
Sean says if he identifies as a leprechaun, who's to say he's not? I mean, come on. You want to be a leprechaun, throw on some buckle shoes and a green hat, you're good to go.
I'm just picturing the one standing next to, what's her name in the movie? In the Leprechaun movie. Jennifer Aniston
in the second one?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, was she in the third one, Leprechaun in the Hood? Or was that the second one? It might be the second one.
I don't know.
But yeah, I couldn't have been like half her height.
I think you could get away with a 5 foot tall leprechaun.
You think
in the
you can?
right costume, absolutely.
Well, Gina says, I think no matter the height, if he's dressed in the costume,
Yes.
he's a leprechaun.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
It's not like when you see someone short wearing jeans and a shirt thinking, I bet they make a really good leprechaun. If you put on the costume, it kind of does the deed for you. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Andy in Delaware. What's up?
Andy, how are you, man? How tall is a leprechaun?
He can't be any taller than 3 feet.
No taller than 3 feet. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
So if you see a guy 5 foot in a green tuxedo and some buckle shoes and a hat saying, "Kiss me, I'm Irish," you're going to say, "No, you're not a real leprechaun."
Yeah, and I'm going to punch him in the face.
Oh, you can't do that. Don't do that.
Take his gold.
Thank you for the call, man. 800-821-9970. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Jeff.
Hey, Jeff, how tall is a leprechaun?
3 foot.
3 foot. So 3 foot seems to be the typical answer.
Yes.
All right. Wow. All right, you're just going full. Are you auditioning for the leprechaun? Because that's what it sounds like. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
What was it? Ivy said leprechauns are about the size of a 2-year-old.
Okay, valid question. Keith has another good question.
Yeah.
I don't want to get off topic here, but Keith does raise a good question. How come all leprechauns are male? I don't know if I've ever seen a female leprechaun.
That's a great question. I don't know.
I mean, the poor mascot for Lucky Charms is just sitting there lonely as all hell.
Huh. All right. This is according to traditional Irish folklore. There are no female leprechauns. They are exclusively described as male, often characterized as solitary and grouchy, and the unwanted children of the fairy community.
Oh,
what?
Is that right?
Oh, that's why they're so angry.
Yes.
They are just
my gosh.
unwanted, red-headed little stepchildren.
Yes.
They're the kids of fairies.
I did not know that.
Unwanted kids of fairies.
Yeah, because they came out weird.
Let's see here. This person says on the world's tallest leprechaun is 6'3".
Huh?
I mean, can you? If you're let's say you're 100% Irish, can you just claim to be a leprechaun? Are you allowed to do that?
All you have to be is an unwanted child in a bad mood. That makes you a leprechaun.
Yeah, I guess that would count. That is true. Let's see. Virginia says 4 foot or shorter. Heidi says if you can play an elf, you can play a leprechaun. Yeah, I guess, are they kind of like cousins? Like the elf or the happy little ones working in the shop making the toys, and the leprechauns are the angry ones stealing your gold? Is that how it works?
I don't know.
Candace went to AI, and it said 2 to 3 feet.
2 to 3 feet, okay. I did not know this. Apparently, Notre Dame's latest mascot is a female leprechaun.
Oh, okay. Well, you're really going beyond the bounds of folklore.
You're pushing it.
No, that's a good point. Sure. You guys said, if you look like one, then you're a leprechaun, and Cameron says, no, that's just someone dressed as a leprechaun.
Yeah, that is okay. Yeah, I guess what would make you an official leprechaun?
And Jennifer Aniston wasn't the first one.
It was the first one?
I thought it was the first one.
I thought she was in the hood.
That's like saying you're only dressed as a unicorn. You're not a real unicorn. There's no such thing. So, right? We don't have...
you say, Kelly. Come on. Dee says there's actually a movie called The Magical Legend of the Leprechauns, and it explains that leprechauns are just fairies who are born without the gift of flight. So it's the entirely fair. Leprechauns are only about 6 inches tall.
6 inches?
Wow.
6 inches.
Oh, the movie's got it wrong.
So you can just put a little leprechaun in your pocket and go on about your day.
Is that a leprechaun in your pocket, or you just have...
My goodness.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
If an actual leprechaun is 6 inches, I'm going to get some red hair dye real quick for St. Patrick's Day. Because I'm coming out the bathroom find the potty gold. Yeah.
Always after me, Lucky Charms.
Oh, I'm going to get a little green bow tie. Oh, yeah. Just a tiny, tiny little top hat. Oh, Nora's in for a good time on St. Patrick's Day. I can't wait.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, our first story is from Chicago, where Nippon Life Insurance of America filed a federal lawsuit against OpenAI because they are alleging ChatGPT illegally practiced law without a license. The insurer claims a disability claimant used the AI chatbot to challenge a settled case that was dismissed with prejudice, which means it can't be refiled or retried. And according to the complaint, ChatGPT incorrectly advised the woman her settlement wasn't final, contradicting her attorney's guidance. So she subsequently fired her lawyer and relied on ChatGPT to draft new motions and file another lawsuit. The company says ChatGPT is not an attorney, as the lawsuit states, arguing that AI lacks admission to practice in any U.S. jurisdiction. Oh, you think? Although I wonder if ChatGPT could pass the bar exam.
I bet it could.
You put all the questions in, it would be able to pull from any sort of law book or information.
My ChatGPT practices medicine, I can tell you that.
Right.
ChatGPT knows everything, right? It practices everything.
I mean, technically. But obviously, it didn't know this if it told you to fire your lawyer over a lawsuit that was dismissed with prejudice.
Yes, that's not right.
Because you can't do that. So what do you do there? Anyways, now the company is actually suing the woman and ChatGPT because they reported that they spent approximately $300,000 to responding to what it calls baseless court filings generated by chatbots' advice. Now, OpenAI dismissed the lawsuit as meritless, noting its updated policies which prohibit using ChatGPT for legal advice. I guess it says in the fine print, you can't use us for legal advice.
I don't know why either.
It's not a basis for a lawsuit or for legal argument. Because I guess ChatGPT doesn't know everything yet.
Yeah, but you can still. Why can't you ask it for advice? I guess is my point. I mean, because I'm allowed to represent myself in court.
You are.
So if I need advice, why can't I ask ChatGPT?
You can, but you can also get sued for lawyers' fees and things like that. The other side can still come after you.
Well, sure. You can sue somebody for anything.
Right. So that's basically what they're doing, is they are suing for the $300,000 that apparently they wasted in time and man hours to fight this frivolous lawsuit.
I get that.
Yeah, be real careful with that ChatGPT.
I mean, there's tons of websites out there that give legal advice.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. But, again, if you take that legal advice and you go to court and it doesn't work, you're getting sued.
Right.
So
but we should not
make
punish ChatGPT is what I'm saying.
End all be all. Don't let that be the end all be all. Story number 2 takes us up north to our friends in Canada, where Stephanie 4 knew something was wrong the other day when she woke up and she felt some pressure in her head. Now, here's the thing. Stephanie is a bit more alert and a bit more aware of any issues dealing with her head. That is because 14 months ago, she had brain cancer and went in to have tumors removed. She had a craniotomy, which is where they cut off part of your skull to get to your brain.
Crazy.
While you're awake, by the way.
Nuts, man.
To remove the tumors and then replace said part of your skull with a metal plate and screws. And so, as she looked at her head on Sunday morning after feeling this pressure, it looked like there was a screw pushing through her skin. So she went to the hospital and she told them, hey, I've got a screw loose.
She got 5150 straight into the psych ward.
No, she did not.
72-hour mandatory hold.
You would think.
Yeah.
But no, she got sent home. They said, it's a cyst. You've got, you've got growth. That's what happens. When you've got an irritated area, you can get a cyst, and that's what that is. And she's like, I don't think so. They didn't even look.
Oh,
they said,
come on.
Oh, they just told her?
Yeah.
They didn't examine her?
Apparently without an examination.
Okay.
She told the news he wasn't even looking at it. So she went home, obviously a little upset, still feeling the pressure on her head, still feeling the bump that is there, and she asked for a second opinion. Doctor told her no and asked her to leave. Well, they got home, and she's like, hey, boyfriend, will you take a look at this? And sure enough, because she was at the hospital for a while and the day continued and the pressure continued, that pressure was her body pushing the screw out.
That's what the body does.
And so her boyfriend looked, and sure enough, the screw was already pushed out enough that with just a tiny pair of tweezers, he was able to grab the screw.
My God.
Now,
pulled it out?
Pulled it out. Now, this is a surgical screw. It is
tiny.
Smaller than half a thumbnail.
Right.
It is a tiny screw that they use to keep the plate in place. But for whatever reason, it came loose, and the skull was pushing through the top of her head.
I feel like you do need that screw put back in, right? Like you can't have that plate moving around.
You probably don't want the plate moving around, considering that it's protecting your brain.
What the heck?
And unfortunately, through all of this, she is still fighting brain cancer. She's not in active chemotherapy and takes medication daily. So we will find out exactly what happens. Does she have a bit of a lawsuit here?
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh.
Like, you didn't even listen to my complaint. You didn't even look that I had a screw loose. Now, was there any damage caused? I don't know what the laws are and how you fight this.
Yeah, did it lead to any issues or loss of money? So she might not have a suit.
Now, if the whole plate comes loose and starts flopping around in your head and you got to go back in for more brain surgery, you might have a case there.
But either way, like it was the hospital, right?
Yeah.
That whoever, did not examine her and sent her home, they should receive some sort of punishment.
There's going to be a talking to for sure. Yeah, they're going to.
Boyfriend could have taken little eyeglass screwdriver and done righty tighty.
And just put it right back
in there.
You should have. Yeah, you definitely could have. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. All right, as previously mentioned, we have begun our wedding preparation for September 4th, when Nora and I are getting married. Thankfully, it's very small. We have the location, 75 people. It's basically just like a bar entertainment venue. I showed you pictures. It's got graffiti, not graffiti, but murals on the wall. It very much celebrates Detroit. Faygo is a big Detroit band, so they have the Faygo logo painted on the one wall. Better Made potato chips, Ford. It's just this cool little hip building where they do events. And we're getting a food truck. We're not doing linens or anything like that.
Linens?
Yeah, we're not, maybe paper plates. I'm not 100% sure yet.
It's the wisdom of doing it again.
And that's exactly it. Because it is a second marriage for both of us, both Nora and I. And we've already kind of begun the discussion, but here's the thing. Not only have I been married before, not only am I turning 49 in a week and a couple days, I've lived on my own. I've lived in with other people. We have our house. Her and I have lived together for 2.5 years.
You don't need China.
We don't need anything.
Yeah.
And I bring it up because I just had another morning show friend of mine who's going through the same thing with his co-host. She's getting remarried. It's the same scenario in that her and her fiance are on their second marriage. What is kind of the rules for gifts for wedding number 2? Because we have zero plans to register whatsoever.
Are you saying we don't have to bring gifts?
No, I'm saying cash.
Oh.
I'm going to set up like a PayPal or something. The honeymoon account is what we're going to set up.
Yeah, why not?
I've had the 2 most recent weddings I've been to, both had those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both had, you can contribute to the house fund or the honeymoon fund. And your option was to give money to one of those funds.
Okay.
People want to give you a gift. I mean, I don't care if it's your 4th wedding. People want to give you a gift, congratulations gift. If you want cash, I think it's absolutely perfectly appropriate and usual to do that these days.
Okay. Now, I will say this. The only thing I disagree with is if I get invited to someone's wedding and it's their 4th wedding, I am absolutely pissed buying that gift.
Okay.
Because I bought you 3 other gifts.
Yeah, at some point, no.
Come on now. I'll throw $20 into your fund, but
do you keep doing this so that you get more gifts?
Right,
what are we doing here?
In fact, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I might divorce Nora 3 times just to get remarried.
So you said your parents got remarried.
My parents did get remarried.
Did they get gifts?
No, I think theirs was, if I remember, because I was young. I was 10 or 11. I think it was a courthouse
to each other, by the way, if anybody didn't
they got remarried to each other. I think it was a courthout thing. I don't even think they did anything. Yeah.
They were way more proper back then, and they had a lot more shame than we do today. It's hey, we'll just go away and get married for our second time.
Yep.
But nowadays, it's people, your friends want to celebrate you. Your family wants to celebrate you. This is a great thing that's happening.
And I do agree with that. 800-821-9970. Have you been through this? Did you just do cash? Or were you reluctant to give a gift on the 2nd or 3rd wedding because you're all right, how many times are we going to do this?
It's not like you need a can opener, some drinking glasses, or silverware.
None of that stuff. None of it.
I'm going to get you a cutting board.
Here's the thing. I've got 4. I don't need a cutting board. I have. In fact, from my last wedding, I actually have an engraved cutting board that says the Cellar family or the Cellar kitchen or something.
Hey, that works. It'll always work.
It'll always work. Absolutely. Although I don't know if Nora knew that it was a wedding gift. She's probably going to be cutting up the meat much more
aggressively.
No, you probably shouldn't have said that.
Although I do all the cooking, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't think she's ever touched a cutting board.
You'll be on that cutting board.
But all right, so if the invites to the wedding are coming, and then if there was a registry on there,
for
you
cash
wouldn't.
Gifts.
Well, no. Let's say we went to Macy's and Nordstrom's and did the whole scanning thing and put together a registry.
You can do that, but if there's an option for me to give cash, I'm taking that option.
Absolutely.
You're taking the cash option so you don't have to go.
I can decide how much I'm willing to spend on this wedding and not have to be tied into some gift that's maybe
with a definitive price.
Definitive price. You can't just get someone one glass. You have to get them a set.
You do have to get them a set.
Maybe that's more than I want to spend.
And if that's really what you want is cash for that, then do all your guests a huge favor and say yes.
Save them.
So
do not
easy.
buy a gift. And if it's $5, it's $5. If it's $50, it's whatever you can afford.
A hot tip. We had a bunch of people give us Target gift cards for our wedding, and we literally could never find anything to buy at Target. That isn't... I don't understand Target. I can never find anything there.
I'm not a huge Target person when it comes to, specific things. We do Target orders for food because some of the super Targets have grocery stores.
That is one thing. But I'm talking about just a normal Target. It's
yes.
need stationery.
The pillows and the stationery.
I don't really like your bedding, or
yes.
I don't know.
Who is it?
You need some hangers or a mason jar. They're good for that.
Yeah, knickknacks. Yeah. What? And I'm sure there's a couple, but what celebrity is tied? Because like Martha Stewart was with Walmart forever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who has their line at Target. If there's one big celebrity that's tied in.
Somebody does, I'm sure. I don't know.
The makeup place is in there now. Is that
the makeup
Ulta?
place?
Not Ulta.
Oh, Ulta.
Well, I know Sephora took over.
Sephora.
No, that's Kohl's.
No, that's Kohl's.
Yeah,
maybe it's Ulta. I think it's Ulta then.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying, ask for cash. Don't ask for gift cards. Don't ask for anything. You take that cash and you buy what you need. Or go on a honeymoon or put a down payment on a house.
Okay. So there's no issue with asking for cash?
None whatsoever.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Israel.
Hey, Israel, what's going on, man?
What happened?
Is it appropriate if it's your second marriage to ask for cash and not ask for a registry of some sort or a gift?
Yeah. I got somebody. I ordered off Temu though. 2 signs. One said "no longer a secret," and the other one said "no longer living in sin."
Okay, so they weren't supposed to. They were religious people, not supposed to be living together and doing what they're doing, but they did anyways. And so now they're.
Oh, no, they was doing it before they got divorced.
Oh, I'm very confused.
Before they got divorced.
No longer a secret comes into play.
Oh, they were cheating, and it was no longer a secret, so now it was all open. I got you. Okay. Well, I guess if they were doing it, that would be an appropriate gift. But I didn't cheat on anyone to meet Nora, so that wouldn't be a gift that I would need. But I appreciate it, Israel. Thank you so much. 800-821-9970. Rachel's with you, Kelly. Not a fan of Target.
I understand the concept, but you don't have anything in there for me, and I've tried.
No, I mean, you're right. The concept of, it's basically just
like home goods
people consider it like an upgraded Walmart. Slightly better stuff, or what you would think would be better stuff than Walmart, but it's all probably coming from the same place.
I guess.
Anyways, Doug, I'm close. Doug says 5 marriages and your 6th is free. I could use an engagement punch card.
Yes.
For sure. Because I would not mind getting another engagement ring for free. I don't pay for it. If I have to ever go through this again, which I will not, by the way. This doesn't work out, I am a hermit. That is all there is to it. So, all right, well, good to know. There is no issue whatsoever with asking for cash if it's your second wedding. That's exactly what we're going to do. 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, I thought this guy had already been fired, but apparently not. A Columbus police officer accused of choking his girlfriend unconscious during an argument last month has now been fired. The department announced the termination of 50-year-old Jacob Smith. Investigators say Smith had been drinking heavily at a Polaris area restaurant in late February before arguing with his girlfriend while driving home. He's accused of pulling a gun on the woman and strangling her until she lost consciousness twice. Smith now faces felony charges and is due in court in May. The head priest and dean of Trinity Episcopal Cathedral in downtown Pittsburgh is accused of stealing about $1,100 in baseball cards from Walmart. The Reverend Aiden Smith. Aiden. That's got to be a younger guy, right? You don't have any Reverend Aidens.
You don't know. Aiden, there are no old Aidens.
No. No, this is he's got to be a younger
You don't know any 75-year-old Aidens.
No,
Aiden dies in a rock climbing accident at like 29.
Thank you. Yes.
Aiden is a pile of bones in a Patagonia at the bottom of a rock formation.
Yes.
That's been there for a long time.
Well, maybe since 2000.
Yes, yeah, 2000, right.
2000, yeah. Reverend Aiden Smith was arrested after leaving a store just outside Pittsburgh with 27 packs of baseball cards in a cardboard box hidden under his clothing. Now, Smith has been charged with retail theft. Walmart security video shows Smith taking baseball cards for 5 straight days from the same Walmart and leaving without paying.
Oh, he got away with it once and was like, oh, this is easy.
Yeah, it's fine. A man of the cloth. They don't suspect anything. He is on leave from the church.
Yeah, if your name is Aiden, I would definitely make a will before you're 50.
I feel like you were probably good at hacky sack for a second. if your name's Aiden.
Or Frisbee golf. Hacky Sack's a little bit older.
Okay.
Frisbee golf is the new thing.
That's the Aiden age?
Yes, that's the Aiden. Yeah, Frisbee golf for sure.
Kelly Clarkson says American Idol lied about the $1 million check and the new car she was supposed to receive after becoming the season 1 winner. During this week's Kelly Clarkson show, she was speaking to Rob Rouse. She is a reality star. He was on Love Island a couple times and then just won season 4 of The Traitors. All right, so they were talking about what he won for winning that game, supposedly about $229,000. But he says he hasn't yet received the money.
They still haven't paid me.
Oh. You know what? I relate to this.
Put the pressure on.
I relate to this so hardcore because whenever I won, they sold my. You probably weren't alive when I was on American Idol, but I literally was on the show and they were like, "Oh, you win $1 million or whatever." Da, da, da. No, you didn't. They lied.
Wait,
you did not.
What'd
No,
you get?
it was like $1 million worth of investment in you.
That's great.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes!
I didn't know that.
And then they said you get a car, and I needed it because my car was bashed in and I couldn't afford the deductible. No, I did not get a car. And then Clay Aiken, who didn't win the second season, got a car and his mom.
So Clay Aiken and his mom got a new car. Kelly Clarkson got nothing.
Well, because they had no idea what was going to happen with American Idol. And then, of course, it exploded. You know, it was all an experiment when American Idol came out. And then, so they invested $1 million in you, recording and marketing.
It sounds like they didn't make that clear to her because she thought she was getting $1 million.
Yeah.
And a car, which she got neither.
Now, granted, it did all work out for Kelly Clarkson.
It did pan out for her.
Yeah.
But in the moment, when you're looking at a bashed-in car and you can't pay the deductible.
Did you do that intentionally or no?
What?
Her winning song, the song they released her first single is In This Moment. You just said, in the moment.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah.
How about that? It all comes back to Kelly Clarkson.
Why I remember that was her winning, debut song that was put out. I don't know, but...
Well, it was kind of a big deal back then. Clarkson has recently announced she's leaving her show after 7 seasons to spend more time with her kids. Her ex passed away from cancer, and there was a big family deal there. So she decided it's time to leave that show. But what a lovely person she seems like, doesn't she?
I really like her.
Yeah. That's not the lie.
Yeah, I have zero problem with her whatsoever.
No. All right, those are your 3 things.
Well, I pulled up this story thinking that this judge down in Florida was kind of setting a precedent. But as it turns out, no, you guys just informed me that they used to have red light cameras here, and they stopped because they decided that for you to get a ticket, an officer had to witness you doing whatever it was.
Because you may not be driving your own car.
Right. Which is exactly what just happened down in Broward County down there in Florida. Judge Stephen P. DeLuca just threw out a case from a camera-generated ticket from the city of Sunrise, finding that it violates due process, saying, look, you get a ticket off of your license plate that is mailed to you, and you can either pay the fine, get the points, and so on and so forth, or show up to court. And the reason you would show up to court would be like, hey, I understand it's my license plate and the car is registered to me, but I wasn't driving the car. Either your kid was driving the car, you lent it to a friend, whatever the case may be. And the problem is that if you are taken to court for something, the burden of proof is on the people accusing you of something.
Right.
And so if you get a ticket mailed to you from a red light camera, you're now providing the burden of proof for the case. It's not your job to do so. So the Florida judge threw out the case and set a new statute. And here's the thing. It's only good in his county right now because he's the only judge who's done it.
Right.
Will it expand to more parts of Florida? Now, is this the whole state of Ohio that did the red light cameras?
I can't say for sure. I think so, but I'm not positive.
So it could just be like our county that does it.
But I think it was the state.
Okay. So will this be expanding to more areas and we will be getting rid of red light cameras as a whole?
Yeah. The only thing I think about is how much money was spent putting all these cameras up and this whole system in place that turned out.
Although you could look at that in any way, shape, or form. How much technology has been put in,
right.
to a certain area, and then things, change or get better. So you're flipping it.
But this was completely unnecessary.
I will say, though, there are times like I kind of got screwed by a traffic camera because when I got in my accident back in December where the woman pulled out in front of me, there was a camera right at the intersection, which if they would have pulled up the camera, they would have seen her pull out right in front of me. So even though I rear-ended her, which is mostly, almost always falls on the rear-ender, there was no way. It was totally her fault. It was the equivalent of her slamming on her brakes for no reason. Right. She just pulled out right in front of me. But the camera they have doesn't record. It's just live view. And I was like, well...
Oh, that's what Kelly uses for her traffic reports.
Right, exactly. I could have used the recording. I could have used the traffic camera in that instance. So to help... Now, granted, I still did win the case, but still would have made it a whole lot easier. I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they found her at fault after all the... deposition, well, not depositions, but explanations to the insurance company and everything. But yeah, it would have made it a lot easier for them to just pull up the camera and be like, oh yeah, look what happened. So yeah, if you get a traffic ticket, know that you can fight it. Although it looks like if you're in this area, you're not going to get one because they don't use them anymore. 99.7 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's learn you some stuff on a Thursday morning and make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Little tidbits you can take with you and show off to all your friends and family. Like, did you know about 3% of births result in twins? Just 3%.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
St. Lucia is the only country in the world named after a real-life woman. It was named after St. Lucia, Syracuse by the French, who were the island's first European settlers. Congratulations, St. Lucie. Did you know that half your ice cream is just air? Huh? So basically, it's the same as potato chips. Like, you get a bag of potato chips, you get that family size, you can't wait to eat the entire thing in one sitting, you open it up, and there's nothing in there.
It's the correct weight.
The correct weight?
Yeah, whatever the weight says on the potato chip bag. The air is to keep them from getting all broke up.
I know what it's
for. What are you bitching about?
I'm going to keep them fresh. Guys, don't tease me like that. Don't give me a family size, which turns into a snack size the second you open it. Ice cream's the same way. It's nothing but air.
Where? I don't understand. It's packed in there so tight.
Inside all of the ice cream is half air.
That can't be.
Of course it can be.
It's so dense. It's like a scoop of ice cream.
If you take that same ice cream and melt it down, it's going to be smaller.
So it expands when it freezes, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, ice does that.
And when it's fluffed up and rotated, it's half air.
All right.
Did you know that the necktie was invented in Croatia? The troops actually wore them as part of their uniforms in the 1600s. And then when the French saw them in the war, they liked them so much that neckties started selling in France almost immediately.
Oh, my God.
They're like, oh, forget this for war. We want to actually wear these.
Yeah. We look good killing people.
Nice.
But I want to look good when I'm going out to dinner.
Yeah. And finally, the Seven Dwarfs from Disney, very popular, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. However, when creating the Seven Dwarfs, they had a bunch of ideas on what they were going to name the Seven Dwarfs. There was a process in naming the Seven Dwarfs. Some of the dwarfs that didn't make the cut. Tipsy, Jumpy, Dirty, Awful, Sleazy, and Chesty.
Oh, I wish we had Chesty and Sleazy.
Did they have a big-boobed Seven Dwarf? Why else would you name it Chesty?
There are no female dwarves, are there?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No?
And they're all, aren't each one of the seven except Doc is a descriptive name, right? Sleepy and happy.
I mean, Doc wears the glasses.
Right, but he's the only one that is not named something descriptive.
Like an adjective.
Yeah, an adjective. Thank you.
But if you're a doctor, that's an adjective.
No, that's a title.
Noun?
That's a title.
Title?
Yeah.
You're describing a person.
Well,
person,
you know
place,
what
or
I'm
thing.
saying.
That's a noun. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, well, I would love to have seen. Then all of a sudden, the 5 of them are working in the mines, and then they're like, hey, where's Chesty and Sleazy? And you go around the corner, and there's Chesty and Sleazy just going at it. Yeah, That would change the movie a lot. In fact, I think I saw that version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on Pornhub.
Awful's in there watching them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's a voyeur.
Just sitting in the corner. Oh.
Dirty and Awful.
He knows that Chesty and Sleazy have turned the corner, so Awful's like, well, off to work I go.
We need to write a skit.
Oh, learning you some stuff on a Thursday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.